Right.
I think we're live.
Yeah, no, StreamYard's deciding to arse about like a cunt, which is exactly what we want as we go live. Right, everyone, thank you and welcome, welcome. As you may have noticed, we got the man Lane with us, and Pete, as
Evening,
always, Santa Pete for you American people. Over
Pete
it's
is
Father
we
Christmas.
decide we was appointed to be the holly jolly holiday man.
Yeah.
On this screen today.
I'll try my best.
Pete's all about the holiday cheer. I'm not. I'm a miserable cunt, but Pete's all about the holiday cheer.
I try my best, but yeah.
So look, we got Andre, Coffee Man, Toy Mafia, and I was going to click on the top one and go, oh look, StreamYard's here.
We got the StreamYard. Yeah, well, thanks.
Yeah. So, KJ Smith, hello. So right, enough of this. Let's get cracking. So Lane is going to treat us to a lovely unboxing in
New this fortnight.
seamless. That.
I don't know if I would say beautiful unboxing or anything like that. Unboxing, yes, but
It's a very white unboxing. Right, let's solo cam so we can have a look.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, guys, this is obviously a recent release, Vision from WandaVision. This is a figure this is a more recent decision to buy because I am getting the WandaVision Scarlet Witch whenever it decides to show up. And I spent a long time to figure what the heck do I put her against, since this is, before she goes crazy version of Scarlet Witch. So eventually I decided to just go with the White Vision because I had no interest in the regular Vision figure. And I just like the look and style of him. So obviously
Nice
here,
box. Looks
yep,
good.
obviously we have the cover art here. It's just the facial of the Vision. One thing I usually always like the Marvel boxes a little bit better than the cigar band boxes that Hot Toy uses for the Star Wars. Most times I think they're a little bit more interesting. This one obviously just nails the white perfectly with the actual look to the figure. We will remove here real quickly the top. And so, let me give you here, because he's lighter colored, this might be a little bit tricky. But as you can see, we've got Vision here. I'm going to be adjusting stuff now, so you will not see me, but you can see the figure itself. Now, as we can see here, my camera might be having a little bit of difficulty focusing in here on Vision because he literally color matches the box that he's in.
Yeah.
It's the whitest box I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, well,
It is.
Yeah, and as you'll see here, they don't skimp on the white because they even did it with the flight stand and everything for this guy.
The only thing I don't like is the slight pink tinge to the box. It's like if Pink Eye was a box, that would be it.
Okay, so here we've got the actual figure itself. I'm just going to, because we're doing this kind of as a short one, guys, not going to be putting quite as much time. I'm not going to be putting, like, the batteries in the figure or,
No, that's
the head
cool.
or anything
Don't
like
don't
that.
rush, but yeah.
But,
Mate, I've got figures that I have on my shelf that I don't put the batteries in.
yeah, well, I personally never put the batteries in. But so here we can see now. I can do my just impersonation here real quick. And just go, well, first-hand impressions, I have to say, are pretty good. Except I can already tell one thing I'm not going to like with this figure.
Cape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one part, but I was already warned ahead of time. You better be prepared probably for the cape because they heard me crap all over the original Vision's cape. So anyway, this is something I think that's cool, that the flight stand is actually white to match with the Vision, including his holder. Now, this is one thing with this guy, probably you have to have some extra padding, suits and stuff that this can cause issues with over time. But I like that they match it up. Here we have just his laser blast, which is, I think, longer than how it looked actually originally with the prototype. Maybe it's to make it less of a unicorn horn.
I hear the prototype was quite cold.
Yeah. Man, Ian,
Yeah.
you're gonna make this a long stream today. I can tell already.
It's nice and warm in Lane's
Yeah,
house.
it's warm in
yeah.
Lanes, Gaff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so this is. Let's see here, just real quick. This is when you don't plan ahead of time, and I am being a goofball right now. There we go. I think that's it. Nope. Okay, well, I'm gonna stop looking terrible right here for the moment.
What is that little bit? It's like a little adapter.
Yeah, I think you plug it in to like the front of the stone area to attach the blast.
Oh, okay.
I would need to look at that. I'm not gonna be attaching.
Yeah.
This.
How many inches long would you say that horn is, Lane? Just roughly.
Ooh.
Oh, that looks
is
about
good.
2 inches.
I don't know, Pete. That's
I
about
think
12.
longer-
Yeah. 12.
Yeah.
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 Ian
kinda-
knows
I
from
kinda-
personal length.
Yeah. I kind of think that 2 inches would be enough.
This thing's
for
got to be
most
on
people.
maybe 2.5, 3 maybe. It's long.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
about the
That's what she
girth,
said.
really, though.
Yeah.
But they also include with him alternate set of eyes. You know, because of like how his eyes changed actually.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
So
Yep.
the coloration's slightly different.
It's weird because the stuff they will do and the stuff
And
they
this is
won't
the
do,
change-
like you wouldn't
this is
imagine
where
that they
I'm
would have
changing
even
that.
shoved in another set of eyes.
Yeah, I know. Well, isn't that what's kind of always weird with Hot Toys? Is half the time. Well, you know, you're going to be talking about. We'll be talking about a little bit later. Is the decisions they make on things because
Yeah.
White Vision feels like is a guy if you're going to skimp a little bit or
Yeah.
try and save some money on production. This is a guy for people who are going to buy it aren't necessarily going to care too much because they're more
Yeah.
into the figure or it's they're completionists or part of like they're buying all the line or they have some idea in mind where this guy fits. Here is obviously the base, and it's made just like his kind of platform that he was kept on when he was activated and everything. That's one thing I've liked between this one and the regular Vision. Their bases, obviously same style and everything, are very, individualized. But how they're not like it doesn't feel like they're reusing stuff quite as much. Okay.
Yeah, I was just thinking that had a bit of a Death Star vibe to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vintage, yeah.
But man, I'm just not used to having like a white box like this. Like this is very unused.
Have you washed your hands, Lane?
No.
No, fuck it. I'm going in raw.
I'm going in, yeah.
Yeah. So with this guy, let me see if I can get it a little bit more down so you can get a little bit look at him here. So for the figure itself, obviously, this is going to be the big selling point for this guy. I think is the head sculpt. I'm gonna try and give you guys here.
I tell you, he didn't skip fucking leg day, did he? Look at the calves on him.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
the
this
thighs.
uses- yeah, well, look at the six pack, man. He's got the six pack. The other Vision does.
Yeah.
But I think actually this might be a little bit easier. There we go. This is going to be, I think, have a hard time focusing here just because
Yeah.
it's so white. But let's see. I want you to be able to, like, the eyes and everything on this guy are, like, really defined. They're, like, a very defining part of this head sculpt, but it's really good. Obviously, they have the Infinity Stone or replacement or whatever it is there. The head sculpt for this is really nice, though, Paul Bettany. And then let's see this. So obviously, the movement of this head is going to be a little bit restricted due to they've got the light up feature for the glass and the stone. Oh my gosh, come on!
It's the best comment ever from Andre. Ooh,
Yeah.
paint your own hot toy. Very cool.
Okay, there we go.
Mate, the amount of little silly bits of fucking plastic they put all over it.
Actually,
Yeah.
this is being one of the easiest ones I've had in a long time, and I'm about to jinx myself. Oh, shit.
For me, it's normally the ones on the feet.
Yeah.
I normally
Yeah.
get one off fine, and then the second one gets like bunched up around the ankle.
And you got to cut it off. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. So this guy, obviously, he has a full bodysuit, connected here. The movement, you can. This guy is not gonna have a ton of not the same, but he's gonna have restriction just like one of the other figures we're gonna talk about in the recent releases here.
Mm-hmm.
But you can see the creasing on the suit.
Mm.
So, this guy is gonna be very much a museum pose. But I can tell you, just like looking at it here and everything, the look to the figure looks really good. Like this, they did an awesome job recreating the White Vision from the show itself.
So have you got quite a lot of Marvel figures, Lane?
No, not very many. I'm mostly Star Wars.
Yeah.
But like I said, I pre-ordered the WandaVision Scarlet Witch like a year and a half ago. So I've been struggling. Originally, I was thinking about I had a multiverse set up in my head for having different characters, even ones put against each other, that are not in the movie or maybe their original source material, but it's supposed to be them being brought together by the whole like incursion idea. I mean, we're in this supposed multiverse saga, so for me, very easily that is an excuse. You can put a lot of figures or characters together that aren't necessarily like No Way Home. I can have Spider-Man, I don't know, clashing with Mysterio from the main universe, like, Tobey Maguire clashing with Mysterio from No Way Home or something like that. Now, this is going to be the one thing from the figure, if you guys are considering maybe this, is that obviously they have the printing on here for the cape. This has very minimal movement with the, you can almost see it here. The wiring and stuff.
Yeah.
I actually think this might be the wiring here feels maybe about what it was with Moff Gideon and his cape, because I know him. And then I'll show with the feet here. He does have a ball joint, but obviously with these shin guards here, it's going to restrict a little bit. You want to be careful moving this direction so it doesn't rub. And this is kind of a leather material filling for like the boots here. So it's weird because all this is like the backside here's leather and then you have the plastic front here.
So he plays football at the weekend. They're shin guards.
Was that not a crazy final for the World Cup?
No, it was great.
Oh,
Loved
mental.
it.
Yeah. Messi kind of finally nailed down his legacy with that.
Yeah, I wanted him to. Mbappe's time will come.
Yeah, but I think he got had some issues getting a lot of racial messages sent to him and stuff.
Unfortunately, that is always the case.
Whenever you lose, yeah. But I'll show you guys here just the head movement real quick. So as you can see, he's got a little bit back but forward. That's about as far as it can go. I'm not trying to turn this into a Justin or Unsealed Revealed from Sideshow. But the figure, I'm just going to bring it down over here real quick so you guys can kind of get a feel for it, seeing it here.
So how much did he set you back, Lane?
Well, I use points and stuff on him, but I think I got him for like $235, $240. He's $250.
Okay, so probably about £200.
Yeah. But as you can see here, I'm going to see maybe if this might. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. No, that's good.
Like this figure, this would be a hard one to say, was this one if I only am going to get one for Christmas? No. But I think this guy, just kind of with the figure, I think the negatives, the restriction with the bodysuit, and I'm going to do, guys, here a little bit while we're going. I'm going to try and do just a little basic museum pose so you can see him done up a little bit. Ian, Pete, did you guys have any quick questions before I'll wrap this up so then we can move on to the topic?
Is that the packaging under his arms, or is that part of the suit? Like in his armpits?
No, that's a little bit of packaging.
All the way through, I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
I don't remember that on his suit.
Something.
Yeah.
But so I'll just show you guys here for movement, so you can kind of see the feet and that stuff if you guys are looking at it. So you can see here, ball joint, but because of the shin guards there, it's going to be really like this seems to be a reoccurring theme. There's some movement here, but it's going to be a little restricted. That's about as far forward as you can move, and then.
So has he got an undersuit, do you reckon, under that as well? Or was it just body and then suit?
I think it's maybe, but I think it's mostly this suit. Like, I know the regular Vision also has kind of a similar thing. Like with the abs and definition here.
Yeah, because it always reminded me of the old Man of Steel suit. And that thing didn't give the figure any aggro whatsoever. I wonder why they kind of moved away from that kind of material.
If the suit feels nice though and everything, the detail, like this is, what Hot Toys promises. We promise an accurate representation of whatever the live action or video game thing is going to be. I think we can say with whatever it looks like restrictions for the make of it, this looks like a 1/6 scale version of White Vision, pretty much dead on, and especially obviously the head sculpt being the most important part. Is he worth $250? That depends on you, how you look at it and stuff like that. I know this is probably not something Pete and Ian would go, oh my God, please, Hot Toys, Sideshow, take my 200 quid. I just need it out of my wallet right now, please.
Yeah.
All right, well, that was just a quick kind of show. Like I said, I'll pose them up here a little bit as we go. And,
thanks for that, Lane. It's cool.
I thought this would be a nice one just kind of to show, since it's a very, we're going to talk about it, obviously, as a very recent release. So
yeah. No, it's cool. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
He's cool. I knew this is, I think, like, we were talking in the back a little bit, is kind of what you're going in with this figure if you're going to get it. Now, this one, maybe a little bit different story we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
About expectation and knowing what we should be getting with that.
Back to Vision. Ryan says that's a figure you don't want to touch with What's-It hands. Do you know what that means, Lane? You know What's-It's? I think you might have Cheetos as your equivalent.
Yeah. No, I haven't. Yeah. No Cheetos or other stuff like that with me for this one, but I do.
You right there, Lane?
Yeah, well, no, it's like, I guess you only, like, this high in the air you can stick it? Weird.
Normally there's a little screw in the grabber. Normally you undo that and it opens up a bit more.
Oh, yeah. Well, I won't.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. Here, I'm not going to, however, I am not going to fool with that right now. I'm used to being able where I have them where I just.
Yeah.
Down.
Although a figure with a cape, you don't really want the pole poking all the way up the back.
Yeah, no, that is a good point. But
yeah.
Any which way, so first we had something Pete I know was super excited for originally.
Yeah. So I got
Andy.
Hot Toys Doc Brown this week. I think I'll start off by saying that I think it's a great figure. I really like it. We all know the criticisms about the head, the laziness of the basically using the same sculpt as the Part 2 Doc. I'll come to that in a minute. I think if we think about everything else, is fantastic. The amount of that was what appealed to me, is kind of the amount of accessories, the remote, the little sort of side harness thing with all the different tools and bits and pieces, the stopwatches, everything. So, and I think I paid about £250 for the deluxe one. So obviously we've got the cardboard plutonium crate as well, which, to be honest, is not that bad.
I mean, it looks okay. Like,
yeah, it does. Yeah, it looks okay. I think if such a big thing hadn't been made of it, you wouldn't sort of think it was quite. I think it's a cheap move, bit unnecessary, but it looks okay. So you've got all of the cylinders are all fixed in there apart from one, which you can remove, and then you can remove the rod from the middle. You can prop it up. It gives you these two funny little plastic struts to hold it open, which I haven't played with at the moment. Again, comes with a fat suit. I put a picture on the OFAC group. I've got one here, but it's huge. It's a really, really fat suit, and Christopher Lloyd has never been fat. So it's again very odd, and the body's weird as well. It's got some really like muscular arms and stuff. So I don't really know where they've gone with that body. Whether they had some like leftovers from a Wolverine from like 10 years ago or something. So stripped him down, took the fat suit off completely, put the stuff back on, did a little bit of water treatment. The shirt is massive, but it doesn't really matter because it is obviously under the. What's that?
I said the only time Christopher was ever pretty buff is when he was Scrooge, being a Klingon.
Yeah, exactly. The Hawaiian shirt is quite baggy, but as I say, it doesn't really matter because it's under the. But I did kind of sort mine out a little bit, just pull it in a bit with a couple of stitches, just to kind of make it a bit more form-fitting. And then I put the overalls on. I wet the whole thing, water treatment, just kind of. It's big and baggy, but then it should be. And I think once you get the belt on and stuff, I think it looks pretty good. I like it. I like the shoes. All the gear and everything. So all of that is great. I love the handset. That's like really cool. Obviously he's got his watch there with the finger thing. Took a little while to get the remote into the hands, but once it's there, that's the look I wanted to go for. So let's talk about the head sculpt.
Yeah.
Obviously, number one, the biggest sin is that they reused the Part 2 head, but they left the holes in for the sunglasses. The sculpt is passable, but again, he's too young looking. Part 2 he'd had but basically in Part 2 it's Christopher Lloyd's proper face, not made up as old man, but obviously within the story he's had a face peel and stuff like that. So he's too young. So, and the funny thing is that when I was looking it up, and Christopher Lloyd is the same age as me now when he played Doc, about 48. So it's kind of like you think, wait, well, at the time you think he's an old man, he's like 70 or something like that, and it's quite funny when you look back. So I thought, and we're going to be talking. We're going to do a filler pre-record next episode of OPAC, and we're going to talk about painting and stuff. And I've recently kind of started to have a go at painting head sculpts again. I always struggled with it, and I was a bit scared, but I've kind of got myself back into it, and I thought this guy was prime candidate for a bit of work. So essentially, the main thing was that I lightened up the hair and the eyebrows, and all I did was I just stuck some paint in those. People talk about putting putty and clay and stuff in those glasses. They are so small that you put a blob of paint in there if you're going to repaint the hair, and you don't see them. They're gone. They're gone. I lightened up the skin a bit. Tried to bring out the wrinkles a bit more. Some washes and stuff like that. And I quite, I don't profess to be an amazing painter, but I can see the difference, and to me it's an improvement. Certainly captures that older looking Doc, with just a little bit of work really. So I'm really happy, and we'll talk later about a couple of custom sculpts that are available. But to be honest, I'm not rushing out to grab one. I don't think this is as bad as people have made out, albeit that if you're not up to doing painting yourself, but if you're not a painter yourself, you got to buy that sculpt, you got to send it off. So you'll be looking at the same price as the figure again to buy. So I'm actually quite happy. I thought that I'd probably need to get the sculpt, but no, I'm quite happy. Ooh, paint your own Doc Brown, very cool. And that's obviously him in with Marty there. That's the V1, the original Marty. It's just nice to have them together. After all this time, they look great together. I don't have the DeLorean anymore, but obviously you do, Ian. So that'd be fantastic to have that set. And I know you got the Part 3s and everything as well. But I would say if you want him, get him. I think that the criticisms have possibly been a little bit too savage. Yes, it's lazy, and we talk about Hot Toys, and they make some weird decisions. But I think the rest of the package kind of outweighs, the slight disappointment on the head sculpt. So
I'm pretty much looking at these as clothing sets at this point, because I'm a big Back to the Future fan. So for me to have this head sculpt on this version is just mind-boggling. If they turn around and they'd made a Doc from Back to the Future 1, but had him from once Marty's gone back in time, use the same head sculpt, not a problem. I wouldn't have had a problem. Just fill in the eye bit, this glasses bit, no worries.
Yeah.
But it's a fundamental part of the film that he was older, like quite a bit older at the beginning of the film. And the makeup looks ropey as fuck anyway. Like when you look at it, it just looks weird.
Yes.
But for them just to use the same head sculpt, and then by giving us a cardboard plutonium case as well, it's just a kick in the bollocks. Yeah. And I was like, so I've got files to print a new box. Because it cost me like 12 quid, I think, for the files. So when I get it, all I need to know really is if I can take the inside of that out, and I can just pop the inside into the new case. I can print decals and decal it up, not a problem. But I want to get it in hand first to see exactly what it's like, because the photos, it doesn't look terrible. It's just not everyone's like me and has the ability to print a new one. So
there was somebody doing a custom run, and it was going to be like $200 or something just for a case, and you're like, no.
It literally, like, the files are like 12 quid. It comes with all the little cylinders, all the bits that go in. But if that's already there, are they cardboard as well, or are they?
No, they're plastic.
And is it the inside foam, or is that hard?
Yeah,
or is that cardboard?
It's foam, so you can probably just take that out.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. I might just take out the innards of what's there, print the box, because it's just the box. Spray it yellow, put some chrome paint around it, stick the decals on. Jobs are good.
Yeah, that'd be good to see. Be interesting to see what.
And then way after Christmas, I'll get one of the heads we're going to talk about.
So you got this guy on the way. I know you were bitching about Sideshow before we came.
So Sideshow took the money Tuesday. We're like, yep, thank you very much. Then it came up with, do you know when you go into your order and it says at the top, it was shipping tomorrow. Fantastic. Going the next day, expecting to ship today. Fantastic. Look today, which is a day after it was meant to ship, preparing to ship, and I'm like, that cunt's not going anywhere till after Christmas.
No.
Ain't happening. So I was like, fuck's sake. So it's with DHL. So actually, if they'd shipped it, there was a big chance I probably could have got it tomorrow. Like, I would have got it. Would have either got it tomorrow, or would have got it in that in between piece between Christmas and New Year. So
it's annoying.
Well, I've got all this time off, and I could print boxes and stuff like that. But I suppose if I get the measurements, I can still print it and paint it and do what I need to. Just I don't want to print it, spend a lot of time on it, then find out I can't put the gubbins in it. So
no. Yeah, so I had this guy on free shipping from TB8, Toys by an Agent, but he said, well, if you want to upgrade to EMS for about 20 quid, then obviously that'll guarantee you get it before Christmas. And I was like, yeah, definitely. I don't want that getting stuck and drifting around. So I had him in time just for last week's show. Obviously we postponed. So yeah, he came pretty quick, about 5 days I think from.
Ooh, that's nice.
From Hong Kong, yeah.
It's really good.
And I had a big box turn up today. which is brilliant because it was parcel force, so they just sneaked it in before they go on strike for 2 days.
Yeah.
So
That gonorrhea medicine's amazing when it turns up.
Yeah,
quick,
I know.
isn't
You
it?
should see the size of the box, mate. I'm going to
just-
get through some of it.
It's just one giant suppository.
Yes. I got that Inbox Studio Wampa.
Oh, nice.
But as we're only 3 days from Christmas, I'm going to save it and open it up on Christmas Day. So
Very nice.
Yeah,
Very,
definitely.
very nice. Cool beans. Yeah.
So
That Doc Brown though is pretty amazing. How is the suit and everything though? Was the not the bodysuit, but the actual
love it.
material?
I can't fault any of it. I think to have put this together as a custom piece years ago would have cost a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
And you'd have not got it right. I think just as I say, even if you see it as a clothing set and you're gonna have to, and you really can't live with the head and stuff, it's worth it. You get all the individual little tools and everything, and I just feel like some hot toys you don't get very much with them. Like obviously the White Vision, what would he come with anyway? But this is always going to be a figure that was as much about all of the
accessories,
the gear and the accessories as much as anything else, and I can't fault any of that. Yeah.
I do
Love
really
it.
I like the all the tools and everything. The belt
Yeah.
look like it's very
Yep.
good. The actual remote control, all that stuff, and I like seeing
Yep.
it here with the Marty and stuff as well.
Yeah.
The one thing for me is the box though. $20 for
Yeah.
a cardboard box. I consider that. I did talk to Ian. I mentioned to Ian, then I kind of stopped myself because I said, "Wait a minute, this is for when we're on here." I had a big problem. I had a big problem for $20 for a cardboard box.
Yeah, I know, and that's the thing, because it was a deluxe and you had to pay extra. I think that made it a bit more of a kick in.
If it was
kick in
just
the
a
teeth.
regular one, $270 or anything like that one,
Yeah.
I don't have any problem with.
Yeah, so you can
Okay,
just about see the box in the picture there, and I've got the clipboard on top. It is in the cabinet, but it's kind of down by Marty's feet, so I'm not really going to see it. But obviously, if you're going to have it out on display, you might notice that it's not quite. The other annoying thing is that the clip doesn't work on the little clipboard thing. So all I've done is put little bits of blue tack or white tack between the sheets so they stick on. Because otherwise, it's just all. If you've got
I
it in
do
his
like
hand, it will hold. But it would have been nice if you could just slide them under the little clip. But yeah, other than that, love it, and like the remote's got all of the little ticker. What do they call it? This, when you print the little stickers, the plastic stickers with that machine where it stamps them into the thing.
Oh, the perforated bit to it.
No, like on the all the labelling, like on the DeLorean, where it's those. It's called a dymo, isn't it? A dymo machine. So it's a little machine with a. Let me show you.
Yeah, because you lost me now.
We used to have them in the 80s,
His plan
mate.
is
You
gonna
might
cheat.
have been born. Right, so
Go on, show us.
I will.
Born.
I will show
Trying to
you.
make Ian,
Right.
make Ian out
Stop
to be a
screen,
young
present, share screen, Chrome tab, Dymo machine. Right, so it's this thing here. So these little red. So
a label
basically,
maker.
well, yeah, but it's a Dymo.
Yeah.
Um,
I
yeah.
know, yeah.
So it's got all the remote's got all those on the back and everything.
Yeah.
Just a really nice touch. So yeah, it's it's some good detail on there. Let's go back.
I
to-
think it looks like a good detail what I would expect from Hot Toys. I think having the holes in the side of the head is really stupid.
Yeah,
But
yeah. It's
mean,
fairly
but-
easily fixed, but I know some people won't want to have to fix
Yeah.
it. But
But otherwise, though, I think it's overall still a solid figure. But I just for the if it had just been without the plutonium and stuff, and I think it was just the one, if they'd only done the one version of it,
yeah,
I don't think, like I said, I personally have a problem with the deluxe version. Like, I guess I would just use, and then so we can move on, is my comparison would be Cad Bane coming with the little droid is the difference for that one. I know that's only going to cost 50 cents for Hot Toys to actually make it and stuff. But that little droid's going to be a solid piece of plastic thing, maybe with a little bit of articulation. And maybe it's not fair to compare this to but it's a cardboard box thing that you have to put stickers on it. Let's not forget, there are stickers you have to put on it too.
Oh, there's only one that you have to put inside.
Mm-hmm. And to hold it up, you have that stupid little plastic.
Oh yeah, those weird little things. Yeah, look,
Yeah,
Andre
but-
thought that he saw a Steam Deck, but he's
Yes,
like, my
we're
bad, not a Steam Deck, a Dymo machine from the 80s. That's what
They didn't
Ian
have
really
Steam Deck
got.
back in the
Yeah,
80s,
that was
but
all
yeah.
it was.
But I mean,
So-
solid figure. But
So, what did you get, Ian?
You did spot a Steam Deck, and I got
Yes.
one.
Yay!
I had a toss-up. I had a choice between either upgrading the Xbox or getting a Steam Deck. And I went down the Steam Deck route because I've got PC games sitting on Steam that I played years ago, and I'm fed up of Steam sending me emails going, look how cheap this game is. Particularly this one that you've just spent like 30 quid on the fucking Xbox for. And look,
Right,
it's
yeah.
$7.99. It's like, for fuck's sake. So I had a look, and Steam Decks have just become available. So in the last couple of months, so the Steam Deck's been out about a year. They've had massive shortages. They've only just started to have enough of them in stock to be able to ship them out. So I was going to buy it direct from Steam, and then I found a cheaper one that was a couple of months old on eBay, and it was the mid-tier version. So I got that one, and then just spent the money that I would have spent getting a brand spanking new one to get a different memory card. This is a game changer for me. Like, it's fucking fantastic. So I've installed Game Pass on it, so I can stream games from my Xbox and the Game Pass games. So I can just sit and play them to my heart's content. So I can play High on Life, no worries. And then I've been playing a lot of Half-Life on it, Black Mesa, the remake, and I've downloaded Fallen Order, and the new Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the Viking one as well. I've played that on it. So I was expecting everything to be just on low settings because it's a handheld. Like, you know, my reference with handheld are like is the Vita and the Switch.
Jaguar.
Yeah.
That's even older.
Yeah,
the
yeah, I
Vita.
remember
Yeah,
the
yeah, I had a
the
Vita.
Jaguar,
Yeah,
that was even,
yeah. Vita's probably the last
or you
handheld that I
thinking
had.
Atari Lynx,
Yeah.
that was the handheld.
Yeah, or we got Switch. I suppose Switch is the
Yeah.
best well-known one.
So this, the possibilities with this are fucking mental. Like, I'm playing Fallen Order on medium to high settings. I'm playing most stuff on high that I've downloaded, and I'm like, this is fucking mental. It's a handheld. I've got a dock for it as well, so I can dock it into my telly and play on the TV. You can switch into desktop mode and just turn it into a PC if you wanted to. You can also download stuff like EmuDeck on here. So you can you can pretty much emulate whatever you want. So much so that Nintendo have started to ask YouTube to take down videos where people are showing you how to emulate the Switch on it.
Right, okay.
So it's a proper little powerhouse. I was expecting to have to compromise on the controls and generally have to compromise a fair bit with what I was using. I've
Yeah,
not had to
without a
compromise.
mouse, it's quite a big change,
I've-
isn't it? But yeah.
Not had to compromise once. It's got the best joy. It's got the best controls, and what it does is it automatically maps controls. So when you go, so see on Elden Ring there, you've got the little tick. So you've got the little Steam Deck symbol and a tick. All that is pretty much meaningless at this point because what that says is that this game 100% works. Valve have tested it. It works 100%. Right. You'll get ones. So this is a good example. Fallen Order. According to Steam, it cannot be played on the Steam Deck. You download it, you play it, it works absolutely fine. No aggro. What it does is it just automatically will take the keyboard layout and map it to the Steam Deck, and it works so well. You've also got an extra 4 buttons on the back that just sit where your fingers are. So when I'm playing Half-Life, my torch is just one of the back buttons, so I can just flick it on, no aggro. You've also got the 2 big squares on the front are touchpads. That acts as buttons as well. So when I'm aiming with a sniper rifle, I flick around to the touchpad to aim with that. and it makes it so much more precise. But it's a fantastic bit of kit. I've not turned my Xbox on since getting it. I've just been playing stuff on my Steam Deck. And the price of the games, like Resident Evil 2, I just bought on my Xbox about 3 weeks ago in their sale for 15 quid. I rebought it on Steam Deck because it was 6 quid. Like, just
so how much
mental.
Does the unit cost roughly?
There's 3 different versions, and the only difference between the versions is the onboard memory, like the hard drive, not the memory.
Yeah.
And on the top end version, you get a different screen that makes a minimal amount of difference.
Okay, but it's no bigger, same size.
No big. All of them are exactly the same internals.
Yeah.
Everything's the same apart from the screen. So the bottom tier, which is the lowest hard drive, is like 350. Mid tier, which is the 256 gig model, which is what I've got, was their 460, and then the top model, which is the 520 gig version, it's about 550. So I went mid, but I got it for 400 quid. 2 months old, so I was like, okay, that's fine. And then I bought a 256 gig memory card for like 30 quid, shoved that in. Cool. A lot of the stuff works off a USB-C, so if you've got a dock, you got loads of different docks, and Steam do their own dock. What you can do is plug a hard drive into that. So if you've got any games that you're only going to play while it's hooked up to a TV or a monitor, you can install those onto that hard drive, and it will just play from there. So when I come to download a load of games for an emulator, I'm just going to buy another hard drive, plug it into the dock, and I'll have them, all the ones that I'm going to sit down in front of the telly and play on there.
So how do you find it? How is it ergonomically? What's the weight like? Stuff like that. How's it?
Mate, I'm used to fucking playing an old Game Gear. Like this is no aggro. It's bigger than a Switch, so it is quite noticeably bigger than a Switch. It's a lot thicker. I don't find it. Some people complain that their hands ache after a while. I played this for like 2-3 hours the other day. Absolutely fine. The battery is the only downside, because it is a PC. So the battery does drain. If I'm playing something like Assassin's Creed, it's quite demanding. I'll probably get about an hour and a half before I need to plug it into charge. But once you've got a dock, you plug it into the dock and it's just sitting there on charge. The charger, you've got a charger that comes with it. That's a normal USB-C charger, as long as it's like 45 watts. That's what my laptop does, so I can just plug that into a wall and play with it while I'm on the sofa.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What I find, why I like this quite a lot is my boy's at the age where he's taking over the telly downstairs because that's where the Xbox plugged in. I'm not quite ready to relinquish my Xbox to him so he can take that upstairs. He gets off that, my missus jumps on the telly, and then she's watching whatever the fuck she wants to watch. So sometimes I wasn't getting to play any of my games till like 10, half 10. And by that point, I'm like, I just want to watch something, go to bed. Now she can watch her crap and I can sit there and play the games. And it's quite, and being able to jump in and out quite quickly, it enables me to go, well, I'll just play that for 20 minutes and I'll just grab it and away I go.
You play it with headphones, or like Bluetooth headphones.
So at the moment, the Bluetooth headphones with it, there's a bit of a delay, but all my headphones are wired for this type of stuff anyway, so I just plug it straight in. The onboard speakers are really good as well, like really good. I'd be quite happy to just play it off those.
What's the normal price range that the Steam Decks run from, like the basic to the max? Do you know?
Basics 350, max is 6 something, I think. But everything I've read, all the reviews, because this is one of the only things where I've actually bothered to look at like review after review, was people saying don't bother with the top tier because the only difference is, bottom one's 350, mid tier is a bit low. The only difference is the onboard memory, but you but you can extend that with a memory card. So yeah, 256 is the one I've got. That's 459 off Steam, top tier, 569, 512 gig. But lots of people are saying go for the 459 and then just spend the money you were going to spend on a memory card, because you're going to have to do that anyway. Yeah. So at the moment I've got about 6 or 7 games on there. But yeah, it's by far an amazing bit of kit. Like, hands down, one of the best things.
And the great thing is, from all of that Ian just said, all I heard was pretty much, I don't get any aggro, and I'm a really terrible life tank.
Pretty much.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you're looking for me to tank through life for you, you need to go look at somebody else, because I'm not. I don't build up aggro at all. That's what I heard.
Yeah, pretty much. That is pretty much it. But
Wow,
yeah, I mean, it's
Christmas come early for you, mate. Like being teenager again.
Yeah, is I've had my head buried in this thing like it's no Game Boy, and then over Christmas I'm going to look at downloading EmuDeck and look at trying to get some ROMs for stuff like Pokemon, like Red and stuff like that, and then a few of the PlayStation games.
Don't
stuff
do
like
the latest ones, because those ones are not very good.
No, well, my boy's got one of them for Christmas. It's buggy as fuck. Buggy as fuck, but they'll fix it. They always do.
Yeah, hey, but Ash Ketchum's going away, so I mean that's going to cause a lot of adults.
Yeah, I heard that.
Crying.
Yeah,
like in April he's going to be done, and they're going to have new characters, and it'll be
sacrilege.
Yeah,
sacrilege. So that was all the shit we picked up. So let's have a look at some of the stuff that's come out.
New releases.
Oh look, it's Doc again.
Yeah. I think we've done this one.
Yeah, I think we've done that. So that was Doc. And then we've got the Hot Toys Batman, the Val Kilmer.
And Throbbing.
That's Throbbing. It. Throbbing. So Batman's 214 quid and Robin is 200 quid. I can't look Robin in his Jap's eye. Like, it's just all of it's at eye level.
Yeah, it is.
I don't remember Robin being that tall. I really don't.
But that's don't pay attention to that, because that's not them standing next to each other.
That's
two separate images.
I was going to
I've
say,
just not scaled them properly.
Right.
No, he's not.
Val Kilmer's taller than Chris.
Yeah. No, that's not.
Right. Okay, from there it looked like it was they were the same height.
No. Yeah.
Ah, there you go. That's more like it.
I don't know if he's that short in comparison, but
there you go.
That's more Burt Ward, Robin.
Well,
size of Batman.
It's better than it was.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind these. I think they look okay.
No, they do. I've seen people in people's displays, and they do look good. They do pop on the shelf. I think.
I really like the Chris O'Donnell facial sculpt with the mask. I think they really nailed that. I think he actually is really well done. I mean, the suits for this. I admit a little bit. I am kind of like, well, why did they do the like sonar suit from the end instead of
the main
Batman suit he wore like 80% of the movie, 85% of the movie, but maybe it's to be a little bit different with the coloration and stuff than some of the older Batmans and stuff. But
I can't help but look at the Robin sculpts and just want to go, Matt Damon. Like, it's very, very Matt Damon-y.
Yeah.
But yeah, these don't offend me. Like I said, I've seen them. Like you said, I've seen them in people's collection, and they do look pretty good. So I take back everything.
Yeah, not for me. I don't like the film in it. I don't mind the film, but I wouldn't. They're not versions of these that I would collect.
Oh, let's put it this way. I think I wouldn't spend 415 quid. I don't like the film that much.
You
definitely not.
You cannot buy one of these guys individually. You have to get both of them.
Yeah.
If you're going to get.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. You walk into anyone's house and they've only got Robin on their own.
There's something wrong there.
Walk straight out.
But I think my only issue with Robin kind of is he literally comes with nothing. Like Batman actually.
Yeah.
He comes with good 12 inches by the looks of it.
Yeah.
He's looking straight at you, Lane.
He is. He is looking.
He's slightly off to the left from what I can see here, but.
what we were talking about earlier, like with White Vision, is they promised to recreate the look of the characters from the movie. These guys now, I don't even know about putting Robin in that pose for very long because it could mess up the rubber like elbow region and stuff on the rubber suit. But I think for look, if you want a representation of these guys, I mean, I know that Prime One has a 3rd scale statue of the Val Kilmer Batman coming. I don't know if it's a Sonar suit or the original suit. I think it's Sonar. So that obviously might be really good. But if you're looking for a representation of these characters, I think Hot Toys delivered exactly what they did.
Yeah, they did. They did. Yeah, I mean, people say that the Robin's a bit too red. He should be more maroon. But yeah, I think they look good for what they're representing.
Who the fuck looks at that figure and goes, yeah, the colour of the suit is the thing I've got the problem with.
Not his massive schlong.
Yeah, like I don't remember
but
watching this Batman film.
Batman Forever, he is that thick. The way the suit was designed.
You see, I never. I don't know. Maybe it was just me when I was a kid. I just wasn't. My eyes just weren't drawn to Robin's cock.
Well, no.
But I don't remember it being that like. You know.
No, I've seen some still pictures of people showing shots from that.
Yeah.
And fortunately or unfortunately, however you might think about it, like Chris O'Donnell was packing like that in the
yeah.
But when we were
No
kids,
one.
So it's
No
screen
one-
accurate then.
Yeah. No one should have been calling him the Boy Wonder. Like
No.
no. So
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I think they've done well. They're good. They're good. Yeah.
And they're
Yeah.
a good price point too.
Yeah, they're pretty reasonable to be fair compared to some of the other. Well,
Yeah.
compared to some of the shit we're going to talk about. Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
And then we got this gimpy Batman. So this is a
Batman
fucking
Begins.
train wreck. So this is
Yeah.
the Batman Begins, £215 Batman. Do you remember that scene in Batman Begins when Bruce Wayne decided not to become Batman and instead they dressed a midget up like Batman and sent him
Yeah.
out? It just, I mean, don't get me wrong.
Looks awkward.
Yeah, the original figure weren't great, but
No.
this seems to be even worse.
Yeah.
Thick chested, skinny leg. Like I don't know what it is. I mean, even if I compare like Dark Knight Rises, say the mask and the suit, comparison to watching Batman Begins, I always thought the Batman Begins, the cowl just it looks a little weird. Like, but this just looks like the suit looks shiny, and
Yeah.
it shouldn't the cowl look like it's almost one continuous, like we were just looking at with the Val Kilmer, that looks almost like, even though the cowl is a separate piece, it looks like it's a natural single piece almost as part of the suit.
Yeah.
But this is just like headpiece, body, and they look totally kind of different from each other.
Yeah,
To
it
me.
just, it looks as though he's wearing a neck brace.
Yep.
It's just shit. I mean,
And he's got a 1/6 scale
Yeah.
upper body and like a 1/8 scale lower body.
yeah,
Andre's right. This is Bad Man, not Batman.
he's fucking aborted, man.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way you should have. If you gave birth to that, you'd stomp it to death. Like, it's just horrendous. It's absolutely fucking horrible. I had the original release and I did a bit of work to it, and that was fine. Like, I thought that was pretty bad to begin with,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
this is not 200 and
You would go spend the
50
extra
quid.
quid and go get the DX19 instead if you need your Bale Batman.
yeah. There's so much other stuff you could do than spend that amount of money on this. So that was the Batman and Robin's Bulge. And now we've got the No Way Home, slightly smudged Spider-Man battling version. This is
Smudgy
200
Spider-Man.
smudgy book Spider-Man.
Yeah.
This is 290 quid, and this is from that bit in the film when he started playing with the black chalk and just got it on him and was told off about it. So 290 quid, and I'm going to say that again, 290 quid for this.
340 US, 345 US
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
with the base and all that.
Yeah, this is.
And
not,
it's they calling it a movie promo version, but a year and a bit after the film came out.
yeah,
Normally those movie promos come out when the film comes out, don't they? Because otherwise it's not really promoting it. So yeah, a bit of an odd one this.
Yeah, I don't know what to say.
I like the head sculpt.
Yeah,
The unmasked head sculpt is really
Yeah.
good. I actually like the suit because I like the Far From Home suit, but I think this quote battle damage smudginess to it is original. I think this is the first Spider-Man to have something like that. So that
do you know how they did this?
They just rolled it into
Stuck their fingers in ink and just
Yeah.
smudged it on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well that's why
One of their pens leaked, and they picked up
Yeah.
a Spider-Man. Oh fuck, we've ruined it. Oh no, hang on. Movie promo,
because of
battle
this,
damage.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
because we have all the different named Spider-Man. So, we've got Friendly Neighborhood, which is the Toby. We've got the Amazing, which is we've got the Amazing Spider-Man. We got the Integrated Suit Spider-Man. So, I've called this guy since it was now Smudgy Spider-Man. So we all keep it nice and short and succinct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that was that for 290, which
That's
is
a lot. The base is cool though for that one. I think, like if we compare it to another one, we're going to look at a little bit later. Yeah, the base for that one, I think, is one we're going to talk about a little bit later. That the diorama base that comes with that one, like that movie promo, I would almost wish we could just kind of go like this and throw and switch them between figures,
Yeah.
and it would be better.
definitely. And then we got this one, which I'm quite liking. I'm slightly regretting not getting. This is the Hot Toys Bad Batch Hunter. This is 250 quid and looks really good.
Yeah,
I
you're
like
getting this
this.
guy on your lane.
Yeah, he's coming tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Very nice.
I wish I had. I forgot we might be looking at this because I would have had my Echo actually out here. I cannot wait to put these two together. Echo is amazing. Space Rambo here, Tamora Morrison edition. Because this is the Clone Trooper armor, basically.
Yeah.
Not Clone Trooper. What I'm talking about, Clone Commando armor. Like from Republic Commando
Yeah.
and stuff. Obviously, with a little bit more stylized. But they even for the first time have the DC-17 modular / modified blaster. So, like, I'm like, Hot Toys. Okay, if we're gonna do it in Clone Wars, can we get a Clone Commando, please? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. But I love the head sculpt. Do you guys, from just looking at it here, do you like this one better than the one with Echo, or which one of the two do you like better?
I think I prefer this one because the Echo head sculpt always reminds me a little bit of Neil
Lobot.
Patrick Harris. If he was to put a full
Yeah,
face of
yeah.
makeup on,
Yeah.
if Echo jumped out of the Rocky Horror Picture Show, I wouldn't bat an eyelid. But
yeah.
Hunter looks. I love Hunter. Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, the only thing I've heard that is a little bit annoying is, the gun holster there is supposed to be really loose. But apparently it's
Yeah.
really easy. You can remove it if you want to.
Yeah, because the thing with the Bad Batch is that holster just appears and disappears at will. Like, so
Well, what's cool? You could literally do is just remove that, and apparently the backpack actually opens up.
yeah,
So you could
yes,
actually
just drop it in there.
Yeah, just stick it in there, or if you want to just put like the extra hands or something like that in there, you could. So you could just go switch out the hands, put the other ones away, and not have to.
Not have to mess about too much. Yeah.
I love the knife too.
No, he looks good. Yeah, I'm not a Bad Batch, but I think they both look really good. So they look cool together, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. And then Iconic with Ryu came out.
Yeah, he's out.
So this is 250 as well. This looks really good. I've seen some in-hand photos.
Yeah.
And it looks mental. Like it looks. There's zero drop off with this from what I've seen. Like this is what the promo looked like. This is what the figure looks like, and there's no drop off. They both look spot on.
Yeah, that's really cool, really good. Yeah.
We need an M Bison now.
Yeah.
Or
We need the
Chun-Li
whole
or
Street
Curry.
Fighter,
or
Street
Chun-Li,
Fighter crew.
Curry, Cammy, just like everybody. 160.
Yeah, definitely. We know we've got Ken coming. I expect that probably go up for pre-order in the new year. And then obviously if he sells well as well, then it'd be good to start seeing some like different body types. I'd love a Zangief. Imagine how massive he would be.
Well,
Yeah,
good thing
the
is
amount
if
of
you're looking
silicon
for some
on
of
that.
those, if you would take something smaller scale, Storm Collectibles does a whole bunch of the Street Fighter characters.
Yep.
as well.
Yeah.
I'm really impressed with this. It was I kind of Iconic. That is a British-based company, isn't it? Or is that
Yeah.
Hong Kong? Yeah.
Well, and he's
Well,
British. Yeah,
he's-
they're kind of they're manufacturing in China, aren't they?
Yeah.
But yeah.
So like half the world practically.
Practically. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah.
But
Yeah.
this looks great. If you're a Street Fighter fan, you should be really. I mean, because they Iconic doesn't like they have that Muhammad Ali one that's coming that looks like really good.
Yeah.
I would
Patrick
actually if they-
Bateman. They've got a few bits coming
yeah,
out.
if they would do like a Mike Tyson, like or
Yeah.
something like late '80s Mike Tyson or something, I would probably get that figure because Mike Tyson's one of for how good that Ali looks. I would get something like a Mike Tyson if they did one from that era.
Yeah, I think he talked about wanting to do more boxing figures and stuff, didn't he? So it's a possibility in the future. I think.
And it's something different. It's a different figure
Yeah.
once it's scale. I know in like I've seen King of Fighters ones and stuff that are made by some Asian companies and stuff like that are 6 scale
Yeah.
figures. Lord knows they make like 50 Mai Shiranuis. But to see some more Street Fighters of this quality, like for hopefully maybe similar price range. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know if you're a Street Fighter fan, you could ask for more.
Yeah. Yeah, they're fantastic. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what 2023 brings. But
Yeah.
yeah, so that was pretty much all of the new releases.
We've got one more, mate.
Oh, yeah, sorry. How could I forget? Do you know why I forgot about him? Because he fucked off the Kolinar. So,
yeah.
Spock by XO6, the Kolinar version, 175 quid. This looks spot on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, spot on. I even like the whipped cream stain down
Yeah.
his front.
The
looks
essence,
pretty
yeah.
cool.
This is what. This is very much like the Kirk one. He went up for sale. It was actually last Thursday, so it was just before, a few hours before the show would have been. Went up for sale. I think he sold out within an hour and a quarter. Like we talked about this. I didn't go for him in the end because I'm dead set on getting the Ruther Khan. Oh, look. There's an interloper's just appeared.
Here he is. What, mate?
Oh my
Hey,
God.
Zach.
Hello, Governor.
Hello,
What?
Governor. So he went even quicker. I don't know if the quantities were the same, but I decided to pass on him. I think the Kirk is iconic enough on his own for me at the moment, but I would definitely will be getting Spock from Wrath of Khan. But people have literally just been getting this guy in last couple of days, and he looks really good.
I like this one better than the Kirk. I think it looks better, facial sculpt and stuff.
Yeah. It's probably a bit stronger.
It's not
yeah,
7 to 9. That's that much a certain.
Yeah. The big
Manly of
Cleveland
9?
draw. 7 and 9, yeah. I know the one. The big jawed bastard. Yeah. I know the one. So that was all the new releases. So let's have a look at
Coming soon.
right. So Padme, finally. So Padme is 240 quid out January 2024 to June 2024. That's a big old fucking window. I love this. I think this is great. I'm most probably going to get this, but I'm not pre-ordering anything because I don't see the point anymore. But
No.
yeah, this will definitely be on my list of pickups. I think it looks really good.
Yeah, it
the
does
head
look good,
sculpt's
yeah.
weird. Like depending on, it's definitely one of those that the likeness is stronger when it's looking off. When
Yeah.
it's looking dead in your eyes, I don't quite see it. But that
Yeah, when I saw it, sometimes I thought, oh no, it's awful, and then other times I'm like, no, actually, it's really good. So I think it's all about getting it just right. But no, it's good to see. I mean, she's been teased for years and years now at various shows and stuff. And we've got the little teaser poster a couple of weeks ago with naming her Anakin, who we've got next, Mace Windu, which we haven't seen yet, and the Super Battle Droid, which we have seen at the shows. So going a bit further into that Attack of the Clones line. But yeah, this does look really good. You know, another white suited figure. Lane, what do you think on this one?
I do like it. I think, where they show the picture with the item taken from Clone Wars that she wore in that kind of suit with the hat on and everything. I think that looks weird.
Yeah, not a
With
fan.
the hat, it does. Yeah, I don't mind it with the cape.
Not with just the cloak on, but
Yeah.
something with having the head part put actually on her. Yeah. It's not translating. I remember in the animated series it looked fine, but something here in the translation or something, it's not working. It looks weird. I love that it has a rolling eyeball function. The price point, I don't know. You guys will mention what it is in quid. It's $270 US, which is for rolling eyes, what she comes with, and I think I'm a little bit harsher on this head sculpt to me. Like it's a 7.5 to 8 for me out of 10. I would rate, so it's not bad, but I think it could be improved a little bit to get more of the actress's likeness and everything. But it's not a horrible sculpt or anything by that.
No,
I think it's great. I think it's going to be a very popular figure. Because it might be the only iteration of her we get, and I would probably say it's the most well known, maybe other than her and the queen makeup and costume and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, that's maybe the most well known look for her. Because I don't know of anybody who thinks of any of her looks from 3 since she's pregnant throughout most of the movie. But this one obviously is much more viable than the queen look because of all the. That would be a $400 figure.
Yeah,
all the crap
exactly.
that comes with
Take
her.
up a lot of room. Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me if we get an arena version at some point. With the ripped
midriff ripped out. Yeah.
She apparently though really doesn't like that look to the point she won't even sign paid autographs. Won't even buy that. I don't get it because that's even less than like Leia or something like that, and it's like literally from a giant space jungle cat monster that caused it. I mean, she's going to have a little bit of a scar on her back or something like that.
Yeah. So that was Padme, and we've also got, unsurprisingly, Anakin. This thing, the head sculpt on this is fucking fantastic. So this is 230 quid, expected to ship about the same time as Padme there. I love this. I think this looks fucking fantastic. This is by far,
good.
Out of the two, if I can only pick one up, this would be the one. Like that sculpt is shrink ray. Yeah, it's mental, absolutely mental. And I'm hoping that we can get some third party rip-offs of that head sculpt, because the amount of people that are going to get that head sculpt, cut all the fucking hair off of it, shove it in a Vader mask, it'd be unreal. Like that sculpt is on point. I'm loving that.
Yeah.
I like the way they give you both these sabers as well.
Yeah.
The only thing is they're not accurate. If you want to be like real specific to the kind of like junk sabers he gets thrown. So there's that. The blue one's accurate, but the green one's a bit off. But it's weird because their dark side Anakin is an amazing portrait, but this is like just shows how much they've grown in like 3-4 years.
Yeah,
fantastic, man. This is a
portrait. He picks up that blue lightsaber later on, because that green one's the one he has all the way. He has green up until the point, because he loses it, doesn't he? When he gets his arm cut.
The blue one here is his episode 2 saber. It's like a little skinnier, and then he breaks it in Geonosis, and then gets
that's
in the factory.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, I knew.
Yeah, but this green saber, like there's promotional photos, like of him for the movie, and they just kind of like didn't really get the sculpt right. Which, I mean, it's not that important. Like it's a saber that's like a one scene thing.
Yeah.
Like but they should have given. I would have liked that they gave us 3 sabers, because he had that other blue one from Obi-Wan, which is again like a totally different saber.
Yeah.
So they're kind of like implying that you get that like Count Dooku battle look, but in reality,
you don't.
Yeah, it's not. He is not using his normal saber for that fight. So.
Yeah. Ryan wins comment of the day. Anyone else disappointed they didn't give him a sand base?
No.
Yeah.
With a little placard that says it gets everywhere.
Yeah. Exactly.
I actually like I'm glad that the suit looks like it's just as good as the Revenge of the Sith Anakin and stuff. I think this is a banger figure. I haven't decided if I'm going to get it yet or not. It's just I'm kind of figuring for Attack of the Clones line. I didn't buy any of Part 1 that sold out. But
so is the major difference that it's like the robe is kind of sleeveless,
which is accurate, which I didn't notice until Tuesday.
Yeah, I never noticed that.
Well, and then also, of course, he has the actual sleeve on the right. In episode 3, it's like tucked into the gauntlet.
Yeah,
But I think the outfits are pretty similar.
Yeah, the robes and stuff are very similar. With the belt and all that stuff is the same.
I think the one in episode 3 is a little bit more form fitting. Like he seems to have filled out a bit by the time episode 3 rolls around. Like this looks a bit like he's wearing his dad's clothes.
Yeah,
which is what it's like in
older. And he's like in
which
his
is
20s
accurate.
physically.
Yeah.
By then.
One thing that's interesting. Damn, I totally just lost my train of thought. Lane, how dare you? I had something in the chamber. Come back to me. I'll think of it in 1 second.
Yeah.
What I do like actually from this though is the one thing I'm not like super sold on though is the robo hand, the robo arm.
It looks awesome.
It
should be more chrome though.
It doesn't move, I don't think, though. I don't think there's articulation.
Yeah, but I don't think you need it to, right? Like
no, yeah, I mean, for the thing
in
it
one
is, it's
scene.
just, yeah.
And I think if it moves, you introduce like a bunch of parts that can. Like I'd rather just be like flexible rubber.
Because half the time, I don't think I'd ever use it anyway. But
no.
But the thing that's interesting to me, the leather, pleather, whatever, it looks thinner than the episode 3, and I remember I used to hate that figure because it was always like too padded, and I almost wish that you could like take like a layer or 2 off. This looks much better, both like at the top and at the bottom, and I wouldn't be surprised when these get parted out if people try to pick them up to kind of spruce up or refresh that episode 3 version. So I think these are going to be good parts on the secondary market, and this is such an all around good figure.
But both these releases are great figures. Like this is what we were talking about a little bit earlier, where Hot Toys, like on the Doc Brown, it felt like they just kind of, just hot dash straight past, maybe doing some extra QC or some extra little bit of money and work to fix up Doc Brown. They didn't do it on these figures. And I mean, I don't think they could afford to do it on these figures because I think these guys are what helped, like off Sideshow and stuff, helped push the rest of the Clone Wars Wave 1 like just out and send them screaming into the weightless abyss.
I agree with Andre here about the little painted on wisps of hair. Not quite sold with those, convinced. But then I can take them out pretty easily.
Yeah.
But I think from a distance they probably look fine, but up close they're probably going to be a bit jarring between the difference between the textured and the non-textured.
Doesn't it feel like we need an Obi-Wan though? Like, yeah, I know we're getting Mace and everybody's super happy with Mace, but I feel like having Anakin and Padme without Obi-Wan. I know everybody wants Mace Windu, and I'm considered the Mace Windu hater, but I would take Episode 2 Obi-Wan over getting Mace Windu.
Yeah, I mean, you can get away with pairing this with Padme, but you're really going to want Obi. That's
even if it was the Clone Wars they had with him, that one at least is similar age range that you could see putting with this figure or something like that if you had to, or something. Are there any good third-party Obi-Wans Episode 2 that have been done that you guys know of?
No,
not really. No.
So Toys, get on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Star Wars is something that they're just not willing to touch by the looks of it. But yeah, that was the 2 figures that out of everything.
Right,
on
I was
here
going to leave you guys with this
go.
one for 2 minutes while I take a comfort break.
I like the way that was.
Piss.
He was, didn't he? That was definitely going to be a piss. She-Hulk. So She-Hulk is 250 quid out January to June 2024, like the others. I think this looks pretty good because it's done off of a render. Like Hot Toys normally, if it's a CGI character, they normally nail it.
Or an alien or something like that. They usually nail it most of the time.
Anything that's computer generated, they normally nail it because that's going to be slightly easier. But yeah, I like this. I think this looks pretty good. I didn't like the program too much. It was all right, but I think this looks all right.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I think the arms look terrible. I think seamless arms haven't gotten to that point where they articulate like real flesh and muscle and bone. So it does look a bit weird to me when they articulate it. I also don't think they'll be particularly durable, but I think the lower body looks fantastic.
Yeah.
I think it's just right.
I agree with you. I think I think the problem is because the arms aren't skinny, but they are skinny, if you get what I mean. Mm-hmm. So it's not like this is like a big like Thyssen M33 big bastard thing, or like the Ryu. Like there's a lot of meat on that, so you're not really gonna expect the internal skeleton to kind of punch through it. Mm-hmm. But this, I think, if you left it posed like that on the left, or even that on the right with the old Q type pose, I think they're the ones that are going to cause you aggro, because I can see that the elbow pierce the silicone there at the end. What do you think of She-Hulk, Pete?
I watched one episode and I hated it. So yeah, that's my that's my take on this.
But we're talking about the figure, not the show. They're two separate things.
The figure looks okay, but yeah, definitely not for me.
I'm going to be the opposite. I love this figure. I think it's amazing. I think they nailed the character perfectly. I love the hair. I think the body's great. The outfit fits perfectly for it. They've recreated. I think it looks better than the CGI representation of her, actually. I love the detail with the shoes. I mean, the bodysuit they decided to go with, even though it was in one of the worst episodes, the final episode. It is a little bumming. She only comes with the cell phone. I don't know what else. You know, we were talking like with the White Vision earlier. Like, what do you give her otherwise necessarily when she's in hulked out mode like this and not wearing a dress or, you know, being a lawyer or something like that. Mm-hmm. But I actually think it's a fantastic figure. I think for their first one, for their first 2024 figure, I think they did a great job. Do I think this is... I would put her between, like, for the 2024 only figures we've had announced so far, she'd be the middle. I think the Anakin's the best overall. Yeah. I think she's second and Padme is third. She's only $300 US, which I think for the size and everything of the figure, like, most people were thinking $330, $340. Like, she was going to be a lot more expensive. I think they were reasonable for... She's got an original body. The only thing I would say I would agree with you guys is with, just what you get with the pegs and everything for a Hot Toys figure, because she doesn't have any gauntlets or anything like that on her arms. Mm-hmm. That might bother me a little bit, but, you know, it's the same issue like we got the Shang-Chi or something coming here soon. Mm-hmm. Like that figure, which I think has a good head sculpt, but the arms make me crazy with this one. But... I agree. She's probably going to end up being, other than for pictures, she's going to be a museum pose, which kind of sucks a little bit because her being in like kind of an aggressive, like maybe about like moving, like she's going to move forward to punch or something like that.
Yeah.
That's what I would think of for her, you know, like about to like punch through a wall or something. Mm. But otherwise, though, she's really good.
Mm. I think this next one you're going to like, Lane, because this one you should be able to pose with no problem at all. So this is the Hot Toys No Way Home Spider-Man. This is the new red and blue suit, 290 quid. It's very shiny. But yeah, I like this. This could tempt me back into Spider-Man if I had a spare 290 quid. I like
you can
the base.
Find it, Ian. Just check.
Yeah,
go under the covers and check for the extra pound change. I'm sure.
Have a look down the back of the sofa. I'm sure it'd be done.
Yeah.
But yeah, I quite like this.
Yeah, it's the one everyone's wanted, isn't it? From the last scene of the film.
Yeah, it's an interesting one.
Cool.
I don't know. I don't remember who it was. I think it might have been Marco or Dean, but it's like, you know, we don't even know if this is the main suit going forward. Like, he seems to get like a suit every movie, so it's like, do you invest in this figure that's not going to come out for 2 years, and probably by the time it is out, or even before it comes out, there's going to be a different main suit. I personally think it would, unless you're like, damn, this suit fucking rocks. Like, I wouldn't buy this, to be honest.
or at least maybe not get the deluxe version. Get the regular one. It's only $280. Sorry, Pete. Go ahead, Duff. You were next up in line.
No, I'm good. No, I think the I quite like the bass. It's a big piece, isn't it? But yeah, I suppose I get that, Zach. But then you're always going to play catch up, aren't you? Because then if they bring out the suit from the next film, then
you're not
wait
wrong.
2 years for that, and
you're not wrong. But I guess
yeah.
my point is like, this is like essentially like an end credits. Obviously, it's not the end credits, but this is like the last scene suit. Like, whereas the black and gold, or what is it, the upgrade suit, like that integrated suit is like the main suit of the movie. Like, if you're collecting main suits, then right. I wouldn't buy this because
it
we
would
don't
be bad
know
form if they didn't use this one. I think going into
I would be shocked if they did use it, to be honest, because the way that he gets suits, it's like he might wear this for the first scene of the movie,
if you're doing the No Way Home line, there, I like this suit. This is I think of the Tom Holland suit so far. This is my favorite suit by far, but that's because, well, as we just had the classic suit giveaway and stuff like that, I didn't buy a Spider-Man hot toy until the classic suit came out. This is basically a shiny version, or more shiny version of the classic suit for the most part. Like kind of a middle ground between classic suit and kind of Holland suits. If you're getting the No Way Home line, to me, honestly, getting the integrated suit, whether you get it with the big diorama or by itself, is what makes sense to me more if you're going to mix them with all the different characters. I think the head sculpt for this one is the best, though. So that could be one reason, if only you buy to have this figure for the head sculpt for down the road.
Yeah.
Because I think this would be the best one if it can fit on the other ones. The only thing, like I mentioned earlier, is I don't like the diorama base. If I was going to buy this one, I would just buy the figure without the diorama. I'm very much now not buying versions of figures with dioramas because I never display them, ever. But if I could flip this one, because I don't like the snowy thing for this, if I could flip this one with the one that comes with the movie promo Spidey, that diorama was the one with this one, I think that would be like just my icing on the cake. Because I think that promo one you can use in a lot more situations and stuff since it doesn't have snow or other stuff on it. So and this one reflects kind of more of the final scene a little bit better. But I think that other one would be cooler to where you could just stick this Spider-Man at any point or something like that.
Yeah, I think for me, like, if you're looking at this as a general Spider-Man, like not really associated with the films, I like it. Like, you could go in, yep, Spider-Man, not a problem. You could probably be forgiven in thinking it's not even the film version. That's the way I kind of look at it. It's a good Spider-Man, and I'd be more than happy to kind of have it on the shelf as a Spider-Man as opposed to a Tom Holland one. Yeah. But yeah, I'm with Zach with the suit. Like, it will change. They will. Every film, he will probably have 2 or 3 different suits. He'll have the hobo version or something in the next one. But yeah.
Bagman version.
Yeah, exactly. So, while we're on the hot toy train, we've got Wenwu. This is this suit version. I don't have a price on this one because, like a twat, I didn't get one. But ultimately, it's an old guy in a suit with some rings on his hands. It looks okay. I like the head sculpt.
Let's say 200 quid.
Yeah, why not? I don't know how many people are going to be clamouring for this, if I'm honest.
No.
As far as I think we know, it's only 300 in China or Hong Kong right now.
Okay.
It's supposed to be.
I think you slap limited edition on a Hot Toys and people go crazy whether or not it's a good figure. So I think it's going to sell out pretty quick.
And in Asia, it's John Liu, who's one of the most popular actors that they've got. So people are going to buy it for that reason. It's like Gilgamesh.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll just take
the swap out arms look pretty cool. Like, I think that's a good inclusion. But
in the box with the rings and stuff. I think both those are good.
Yeah. It is what it is. Like Zach said, stick exclusive on it. People will love it. But for me, it's an old guy in a suit. So, yeah.
I'll just wait for the regular, Sub-Zero suit from the
Yeah.
end of the movie. I think I'll wait for that one because I think that one's a lot cooler.
Yeah. If you're going to have a figure of something, you want it to look cool. A guy in a suit, I've seen that hundreds of times. So cool.
Unless
so
it's John Wick.
Yeah, John Wick. That goes without saying. So this one is a Toys Era, the Alpha. Now this is more like it. 120 quid. This looks fucking awesome. Like, I love this. The Toys Era have nailed this. I love the boys, and I was really disappointed with the official line from Star Race. So I'm more than likely going to go third party. But again, it's one of those TV figures that at the time, if I saw this while I was watching the boys, I'd be like, gotta get it, instant. Now I've seen it, and I haven't gone back and watched it for a little bit. I'm like, this is awesome. I love it. Probably won't buy it, but it looks pretty cool.
This is Soldier Boy, right, from the boys. Yeah.
I think
it looks pretty cool. Good. Yeah, and for the money as well. I mean, you can't knock that.
I like the Jensen Ackles like full facial sculpt. I don't like the partially the mask.
No, it looks.
There's something with the mask one that feels weird.
He looks like too goofy. The smirk is not doing anything.
I'm feeling more like John Walker. I'm thinking more John Walker, Captain America, than Jensen Ackles, Soldier Boy.
Yeah, it's weird. Like his whole, just by putting the mask on, his whole head completely changes shape, and instantly shaves a bit of his beard off as well, which is really weird.
Yeah,
like
you can see the one they spend more time on when
100%
getting his head sculpt.
Yeah, and that's the one you'd pose him with. Yeah, definitely. The other one can stay in the box.
But again, for 120, you can kind of forgive that a little bit.
And being Toys Era, it'll probably be out in time for the third season, fourth, or whatever the next one is. Whereas, if it was Hot Toys, it could be well over by then. So.
If this was Hot Toys, it'd be fucking, the show would be dead and buried for 5 years before we remotely got a sniff of a figure.
Wow, just Howard, you just had shots fired, man.
Yeah,
British Empire is firing.
Howard
away.
fucking knows it. It's their MO. It's what they do. But yeah, so that was pretty much all the up and coming bits that we wanted to talk about. So let's go straight into our favourite bits.
Custom Corner.
I love how that got
boom. Boom. So Dean Tolliver's been up to his old tricks. So we've got Frodo, Sam, and he's doing the doc as well. I like Dean Tolliver. His stuff's fucking awesome. And it makes me want to pick up a Frodo and Sam now.
Yeah, so they did bald versions before for routing, and these are the sculpted hair ones.
That was the unintentional effect of the One Ring. If you hold it for too long, all your hair falls out and you can't stop vomiting.
Oh, okay. Wow. Cool.
It's the extended cut.
Yeah. And then obviously there's two versions of Doc, one with sculpted hair and one bald for hair.
Uncle Fester.
Yep. They all run about $90, I think, plus shipping.
I need to learn to sculpt.
Yeah. I would love to have all of them, but I don't mind. To be honest, the Frodo and the Sam are not the worst offenders of the Asmus hobbits. The other two, Sam and Merry, are
they're bad.
not
Pippin
great.
And
Sorry, Pippin and Merry. But these two aren't that bad. I don't feel that I need to desperately change the head sculpts on them. As much as these are really good. And again, obviously, I was talking about Doc and everything, and that I won't be changing it up, but it does look really cool.
The Doc's really weird because the render with no hair looks really good.
Yes.
The print on the left-hand side doesn't quite hit it for me.
No.
I'd have to see it painted up, but they look like, the render looks better than the print on the left.
Yeah, agree. Yeah.
By far.
Yeah, I think it lost something in the translation, and that's probably why I've kind of gone with actually it's better, but it's not, it's not bang on.
And to be fair, if you're going to give Herring a go, Doc is probably one of the more forgiving characters.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's wild as fuck. It's white, so it kind of hides the glue a bit as well. And, you know, so yeah, you could probably have a good go at that. But I know you said you might pick one up.
I would imagine the details probably there. I think the difference in the render and because he's printing in 8K, so I think the difference is probably just there's no contrast on the gray. Like if it was white with a black wash or gray with a black wash, I think you'd probably see it a bit better.
Yeah.
Assuming, right, if he is printing it at, which I imagine he's printing like a super low layer line height and like, you know, with 8K resin, if that's even a fucking thing.
To be honest, the difference between 4 and 8K on a printer, like you've really got to dial it in perfectly to get.
Yeah, he posted some photos of the difference, and I mean you could tell, but you know anything past like macro camera photos, like if you're holding it here, I don't think you would honestly notice the difference.
No, and by the time you get a couple of layers,
even
of paint
2K is really good, to be honest.
Yeah, like it's I agree.
Yeah, people don't sleep on 2K.
Oh, you've even adapted the knob joke there. I feel like, you know, even 2K would be enough for most people.
I mean, I think like half a K might be enough for. I mean, if you had more Ks in one direction than the other, I mean, you like that, Ian?
Love it.
Yeah.
Some things are beyond words, man. Some things are beyond words.
Yeah.
Lane's right.
But no, Dean's stuff's really good. Definitely, you're going to get a good product there if you buy some of his stuff.
Yeah, for sure. So look, it's a really short, sharp show today, isn't it? So take us away, Mr. Peter.
Yeah, I'll see if I can get through to the end. So I just want to big shout out to our beautiful Patreonies. We've got Sean Fear, Ian CB, René Mendes, Eric Mariscal, Quinn Aguirre, King Louis, Mark Pearson, Paul Schreiber, James Colley, Equan, Chris Van Serena, Ben Thomas, Chris Leddy, David Jones, Sam Gist, Daminator, Joao Breda, Thomas Clark, Dan Lee, Dini Martin, Stephen Kratt, Big Fern, King Zach, Caesar Marroquin, Mark Phillips, Lisa Martin Pomonsky, Rick De Gregorio, John the Everyday Collector, Ricardo Valdez, Jose CZ, Erwin Asusina, the illustrious Rainer, Alid Morgan, Tikar3, Wah, Derek Bezadzinski, Ares Portillo, Mark Randolph, Pablo Meza, Carlos Sevilla, D-Rock, Matt Clevenger, Seth Tucker, CC3PO, Scott Smith, Don Maton, Jimmy James, Stephen Purchase, Sean Yachi, Scott Bradley, Stephen Maria Stanley, Eddie Manzanares, Louis Bennett, Chip Perrin, Jimmy Hernandez, Gigi the Judgmental, and Brenton Palmer. Do we have the sound effect, Zach?
I don't know if you guys have it in your.
Nah, we might not have it.
No.
Here
That's how we roll. We just get Pete to do the sound effect.
Yeah. So I shall. So if you want to join the Patreon, I'll put a link in the chat. We've got the hot seat, $5 per month. Show your support for the Empire and get all of the digital benefits. Ox After Dark, Patreon chat, and a weekly shout out. Sweet Angel is $7.50 a month. You get the sticker sent straight to your door, as well as access to Ox After Dark replay. Stickers will be sent out every other month. Crispy tier, $15. Gets you an official certified crispy certificate on first pledge and assistance with figure fixes by Zach. Or if you're in the UK, we're always happy to help out. And then the top tier, $25 per month, the Water Guy. Gets you a Water Guy exclusive POG deluxe set on first pledge. Doubles all the stickers we send, so you can give them to your friends and family, especially around Christmas, although it might be a little bit late for this year. International postage above $5 will be charged at cost for the POGs. And then we also... talk us through this one, Zach. So this is our beautiful December sticker.
Magnet. Why is that thing stuck so...
Oh, a magnet. Yes, magnet. Yeah. Beautiful.
Look at that. Beautiful.
That's very nice.
Yeah, this is very limited. I think we only sent out like 30 of these.
No, nice. Yeah.
You know, I think we upped the tiers, and a lot of people stayed with the digital tier, which is totally fine. So this will be a collector's item, I think.
Very cool.
We become super famous.
Special little Christmas gift there. Yeah, or
Yeah,
a holiday special, as you guys might say.
Yeah, I actually have to put together a package for for you guys. I'll send you a
Oh
bunch
yeah,
of the
definitely.
stickers
I think
from
we've
this
got
year.
like 2 years worth of stickers. We haven't. Had
Well, I
for a
don't think
while.
Ian ever passed out the last package, so I just stopped saying.
Oh, so he has got them then.
No, I did. He got no.
You fucking guy. I was like, when are you gonna show them off on the show? And then like
I can't
it never
remember
happened.
when it was.
Me
It was
neither.
a while back. But yeah, you know, you
sent
did.
them
You
out,
did.
didn't I?
You did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
It's a farce. It's a farce.
Yeah,
box
man, we
of them
just
upstairs.
everybody's
Swear
just
on the Queen, Ian.
Yeah.
I've
The
sworn.
king.
I've sworn on many a dead lady. That's not a problem for me.
I'll send you guys all the stickers I have, and you just tell me what you want, and I'll
Yeah,
package
very
them up for
cool,
you
very
guys.
cool.
I got a whole
yeah,
fucking
so-
sack of stickers.
Nice. Any old shit that you don't want, just send it our way. Although it will cost you a bit of a.
Look at
Bit
this.
these
This is
days.
all the extras. We always
wow.
order extras because I never know. Like, I'm always anxious. Like, what if like 10 letters get lost or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
So, if you're a
You know what
Patreon,
You know what
some
happened though? Like you won't. The moment you don't order spares, that'll be when it goes tits up. I
you
do
know,
exactly
it's
the
funny.
same.
It's funny. The new this week sticker and the Philo sticker, flat out don't have any.
Yeah.
Because I think we had them, and like people would come over or whatever. Like I gave a set to Lane, I gave a set to whoever, and then I was making the Patreon letters on Monday, and I was like, shit, I don't know if I'll have enough. And so I don't even know if me and Dean will be able to get one. Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Oh wow, that is
Well, I finished
Yeah.
posing up.
of a true collector's item.
Finished posing up Mr. White Vision
No, very nice.
in a very
Focus lane.
crappy
Jesus.
pose.
Focus Lane.
I am always focused on what I'm looking at.
Have you tapped him yet, Lane? There we go.
Now he's perfect.
Cut out, eh?
But yeah, so a little flight pose of crappiness.
It's fucking
But-
straight as legs, Lane. Fuck.
No, he's supposed
It's like
to be
Air
flying,
Jordan.
No, he's flying kind of this direction, that way.
Why are his legs like that? He looks like he's never walked before.
'Cause he's not flying straight up vertically, fool. He's flying it towards this angle, but I can't. It's
not
because
how
the
you
crappy,
convey Oh, don't blame the
cape.
cape. Come on, Lane.
The cape shit, man.
Did you not see that after credits scene where he just fell down the stairs? It's that bit just at the beginning.
Yeah, he's just mid-trip.
That's it.
Lane quits the show.
No,
Looks like he's gonna.
no,
Yeah.
no affection for just awesome posing. And the challenge is that
I don't
figure
When we
out
see
crappy
it, we will.
cape
When we
pose.
see it, we'll have the like, wow.
It's Christmas. Good effort, Lane.
A for effort.
Yeah.
Such a
YouTube channel
cop-out.
members.
You've done
We
very,
have-
very well.
Yes, well done. Well done.
Thank you, kindergarten teacher. I appreciate it.
YouTube channel members, we have Mojo Z78, Absolute Irwin, DK Avenger 702, OMFG Rick, SB, Manjusai B, Daminator, Sam Gist, Thomas Clark, Benjamin Hansen, Chris V, Big Old Fern, Cram, OG Fan, Mark Pearson, Ben Thomas, Paul Schreiber, Andrew Gibo, CC3PO, Carlito, C2603, Eddie Mendez, Sear Dreams, Jay Sear, B Chan, and Fat Batman.
Fucking brilliant.
So if you are already a Patreon, you can, for an extra 99 cents a month, you can join the YouTube, get loyalty badges, emojis, and member shout-outs. Or if you are not a Patreon and you want to join the Peanut Gallery, it's $2.99 a month, and you get all the same perks as the Patreon ones. We still have T-shirts on TeePublic. I should put a link in here. If you want some swag, have a look on there. Plenty of different designs. Helps out the network a little bit. Yeah, and then that's kind of me done. So over to you, Ian.
So this is us. This is everyone remotely involved. It's kind of like it's like a special needs class posted up there, really.
Wow.
But it's a great bunch of guys. They don't know their own strength. They're all great. So so we've got collecting weekly live unbox. You like
There's
that
some
one, did you?
fucked up thing that I want to say, but we would get canceled. I'll tell you after the show.
Yeah.
So we've got collecting weekly live unboxing where everyone puts on a pair of lovely white gloves and unboxes the latest and greatest. We got After Dark, which is the seedy side of collecting. Everyone sits there with the lights off, doing unspeakable things. We got Collectors Club, which is a club solely for collectors. If you don't collect, you're not allowed in. We've got Live and Let Dice, which is where people play Dungeons and Dragons. Never touched a girl. Perfectly fine. We got the Ringcast, which isn't about...
Oh, I remember that show.
Yeah,
show's
I
cancelled.
remember it.
Like that
That
show.
show's cancelled. We're taking this.
I remember it.
Yeah.
I remember it. I think we're just waiting for the Rings of Power episode season 3 before
Season 3.
it even comes on. So in 20
Yeah.
20.
Yeah, I think we've lost a little bit of momentum
30,
somewhere.
it'd be on.
Yeah.
Just
You
a
think,
little bit.
Pete?
Yeah.
Just a touch
yeah.
of momentum.
Just a bit. We got Bricks and Brews, which is Lego and drinking, which isn't something you'd want to see on a daycare advert, to be fair. But it's all Lego, people getting pissed up. Love it. Small Talk, the teeny tiny things in life, the 12th scale, and all that jazz.
Yeah, and the big bonus is they're on later today.
They are, see, double whammy.
Double whammy,
You
yeah.
lovely people. Double
Beautiful.
whammy. And then you've got us, OFAC,
The jewel in the crown.
jewel in the crown, the pure paragon of professionalism. Amazing.
King's own show.
Yeah, very reserved show. But yeah,
Definitely
probably
not
the best
cunts.
on the network. Definitely not a bunch of cunts.
No, how
Definitely
dare you use
not.
words like that.
Definitely
No.
not.
That's why I said definitely not.
No, exactly.
Is stodgy and stiff upper lip as your average Buckingham Palace guard.
I don't think I've ever been called stodgy before. But
Stodgy.
that's
I liked it.
That's
I
how
like
you describe a sticky toffee pudding, something like that. Steamed pudding, stodgy.
yeah.
Took a steam
Yeah.
pudding
Oh,
before I got on today.
And then we have Collective Weekly Clips as our last slide. So check that out if you want. A good
There
off
we
you.
go.
Zach, I was amused by your attempts at a British accent on Ox
Oh.
PD.
You liked that, didn't you?
I did. It wasn't good, but
Oh, I mean, come on, that was
you know,
pretty good.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed
For like an
the
Asian
effort
guy,
again.
that was pretty good.
Yeah, that
That was the Asian British guy. That's you
I
gotta
do-
lower.
I-
It's a different expectation.
Yeah, I do.
I said the
I
petrol
can't-
station.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you
Petrol
corrected yourself.
station.
Petrol. No, I love that.
Pig.
You know, I love that show, and I love Dean playing. What's his name?
Hassan.
Yeah,
Hassan.
Fool. He just calls you fool. I love that. Fool.
Please never do that again, Pete. Actually, tonight we may be recording unlisted a Christmas special, and so that'll air on Christmas Day. We're gonna try to at least. But I think it's gotten such a warm, receptive welcome from the listeners. We always get asked for more, and so we kind of solved the mystery of the black coyote in the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think we're gonna just kind of, in the game you can set different outfits. I'm gonna find like an elf outfit for me and Hassan, and we'll go around and do some funkery, I guess. Yeah, it was a fun episode. It was absolutely fun.
Brilliant.
That
Love
is
it.
CW in a nutshell. Brilliance waiting to be released to the masses.
Exactly. So, it's getting late. We will see you all after Christmas. Have an absolutely super spiffing, smashing
Yes,
time
have
and
a
all
great
that
holiday.
jazz.
Fantastic
Yeah.
one, everybody. Hope you get lots of nice presents and spend some lovely time with your families.
Yeah. Don't get anything shit. Right, we love you.
So don't buy anything from Star Ace is what Ian means.
Yeah. Don't buy anything from Sideshow. If anyone gifts you anything from Sideshow or Star Race, then they don't love you. They hate you. It's not worth it.
Have a good night,
So, yeah.
everybody.
See you guys later. Take you bye.
Bye.
Combo.
Later.
Shalom.